Hi all and welcome to my channel Leah's Tidy World. My name is Leah and today's video is going to be special because it's a collab with Rika from Little Kokoro, and she makes minimalist and slow living content. So her channel is really great, so check it out. I will link her video below so that you can watch it after this one. So yeah, say hi to her in the comment section from me. And our videos are gonna be about how to shop less, which should be very useful. So I would like to say that I'm still learning this. These are just my ideas that I try to implement or that I just had that I think could be useful potentially. So without further ado, let's head right in. The first point is therapy. It can... Maybe I shouldn't be mentioning it first, but it could be very useful to unravel why you shop a lot, especially if you're addicted. It can help you to understand your behavioral patterns and change them to, like, when you work with someone else, it can give you the support you may need. But apparently you have to be careful what type of therapy you select, because sometimes talking about stuff that upsets you a lot can actually fuel the addiction and actually make you want to shop. So discuss with your potential therapist what is right for you, but they're there to help and support you. And that leads me into point number 2, which is the whole point of therapy, which is figuring out why you shop. If you're gonna go it on your own without the support of a therapist, then I think this is vital, because if you can identify your triggers, well, this was going to be my next point, but identifying your triggers can help you like recognize and heal them, or like either avoid them or heal them. And that leads me into another point, trying to avoid the places you shop at. If you pass your favorite store, I used to pass my favorite store on the way home from work all the time. In fact, I used to work at one of my favorite stores, so yeah, that made not shopping very hard. So yeah, you can take a different route, try to avoid it, or don't get off the bus, whatever it is, whatever you need to do to not go into the shop. Because once you're in, you will find something and you will buy it. And one thing that helps me to figure out my triggers and figure out the reasons why I shop, and also how to not shop that much, is journaling. Yeah, I journal all the time about decluttering, about low buy, not shopping, my shopping habits. It can really help you get a clear mind on what's going on. The next point is doing a low buy month or year or whatever time frame seems doable to you and like effective. I decided on a year because I didn't think that I would do so great in the first month. I want to give myself enough time to learn to shop less. And I feel like I still shop a lot, even though I stuck to my rules for the most part. So I have to do something. That's actually, if you're a regular viewer, I mentioned that I might do like a detox month and only in May, and only shop for experiences, but I'm thinking to do that in June because I still have to buy, like I have too many things to buy that I still need, and I already slipped up and bought something that I didn't need. So yeah, I think next month will be a better month to do this. But I would definitely recommend a low buy. It helps you to figure out ways you can shop less. The next point is shopping your own closet and shopping your own house or your own space, your own flat, room, whatever it may be. And that helps you to rediscover what you already own. And if you're as in love with it as I am, then that should help you to curb the spending, because when you're in love with what you have, you notice that you don't need that much new stuff anymore. The next point is looking at it as an adrenaline rush that you get when you shop, or parting anxiety when you don't shop, rather than I love this item or I need this in my life. Because this realistic view kind of helps me, because an adrenaline rush can fade, can like go away, anxiety can go away, it can calm down. Whereas if you just think you need this item in your life, you think you need it in your life, so you're gonna buy it. But like an adrenaline rush can calm down, and anxiety can also calm down and go away. So the next point actually comes from a therapist. She actually recommended to me that you go into a shop without your card and without cash, and you basically shop around, you look around, and you will likely form attachments to some stuff. And then when you get back home, you make a list of like where you write down the item, and then you rate your anxiety from 1 to 10, or from 0 to 100%, however you want to do it. And you rate your anxiety, how hard it was to not buy that item. You do that for each item that you remember, that you came across, that you wanted to buy. And yeah, you can do that. And like, you test yourself basically. You go into a shop but you don't buy anything. And also the anxiety is meant to go down over time. The more you don't shop for what you want, the more the anxiety is supposed to go down over time. So you can do this test again later on and see if the anxiety has gone down. Decluttering also helps me. It helps to see all the money that I've spent that's now going to charity, and I'm not benefiting from it anymore, and here I am wanting to buy more stuff, and then the space will be filled up again with new things that I want to buy. So I feel like decluttering and not shopping goes hand in hand, because you're decluttering, so it doesn't help to fill that space back up with more useless stuff. For the most part, you probably don't need the stuff that you want to buy. The next point is there are actual books on shopping addiction and hoarding out there. And I didn't used to know that. I didn't know that when I would have probably needed it the most. So definitely have a look on eBay or Amazon or wherever you buy your books. W.H. Smith. Yeah, for those resources. We shouldn't disregard those resources. That sometimes you just don't know what resources are out there. Definitely do a Google search. I feel like there are less resources out there for shopping addictions, but there is Shopaholics Anonymous and some other self-help groups online. I forgot the name. But I feel like there should be I don't know. Actually, I think they are not online. I think you have to come face to face. I don't remember, sorry, but I feel like there are resources missing, but also we don't know what all the resources are that are out there. And I think nowadays there are a lot more videos on shopping addiction on YouTube than there used to be a few years ago, because I remember searching it and not finding anything almost. I know there's a ton of videos out there, so definitely check that out after this one. First watch this one, then watch Rika's video, and then then you can Google YouTube it. For example, Only Human has these episodes on shopping addiction. Then an important one is to figure out the reason why you don't want to shop anymore. Because you can always get back to that reason when times get tough, when it gets difficult. You remember your reason, and that can keep you going. And for example, I didn't want to be a slave to stuff anymore. I want my freedom back. Then the next point is spending money on experiences rather than stuff. Pretty self-explanatory, but I feel like you can have more fun if you actually spend money on actual experiences. Like what I want out of shopping is it makes me feel good, or I think it makes me feel good, but obviously it doesn't last. And that's kind of what is so addictive about it. You get an adrenaline rush, you get excited, you think you feel happy, and it fades away after a while when the item is not new anymore. So you have to do it all over again. That's not lasting happiness. Whereas real fun is, you can have real fun if you invest in experiences. For example, indoor rock climbing, or trying to try new food places. When you're actually doing an activity, that's what actual real fun is, right? So that can help you. This is also something that I'm still planning to do. As you know, I was talking about my detox month earlier. For example, there's a cat cafe that I really want to go to one day. And you walk away with memories, happy memories. Well, hopefully happy memories. For the most part, they will be happy. So you always have those memories that you can always call up and remember, and you can feel happy when you remember those memories, as opposed to needing to shop and shop and shop. The next point is keep friends and family close as opposed to stuff. Interactions with real people and relationships, improving your relationships will help you to feel happy way more than keeping stuff close, because at the end of the day, stuff is just an object, whereas people are people. They're alive. I don't know how to explain it, but we need each other. We are like human beings. How to say in English? We are just we need to socialize to feel happy. So yeah, even if you're an introvert, you still need people. So that replacing stuff with people will make way more sense. If you've gotten in the habit of hoarding, or hoarding onto stuff and keeping stuff close, and maybe make yourself a little bit lonely or a lot lonely along the way, then improving your relationships can help you to shop less. And last but not least is giving yourself a longer period of time to not buy a certain item that you want. Because I'm the kind of person who still remembers an item after a month. If I've waited for a month, I still want to buy it. So I had to adjust the period that I wait and actually wait longer for it in order for the appeal to fade away. Because a lot of minimalists talk about waiting for 2 days or a week and then not wanting the item anymore. And it's like, I definitely want it after a week still. So this happened to me with this great pair of earrings that was really beautiful and was there for a really great price. I really wanted them, but I didn't need them. So according to my shopping rules, I was not allowed to buy it. So I didn't buy it, and after a month I still wanted them, but I don't remember exactly how long it was. And at first I felt bummed out that I couldn't buy them. But like later on, maybe in a month, or in 2 months or 3 months, I had forgotten all about them and I didn't even miss them at all. So now I saw them on my watch list on eBay and I was like, oh yeah, I'm still watching these. I don't need these. So yeah, definitely give yourself long enough time to not buy something that you want. Like if you operate with a wish list, if you put things on a wish list, that should be another point actually, using a wish list. But there's the danger that the wish list reminds you of wanting that item and that you then want it again when you would have naturally forgotten about it had you not put it on the wish list. So, I mean, really think this through if that's something that would be useful for you or not. But putting it on a wish list helps you to delay the gratification, to not buy it straight away and wait for it and then see if you still want it in 3 months or something. So if you put things on a wish list, then what was I gonna say? I feel like I started a sentence and I didn't finish it. Then give yourself enough time so that you can actually get over that item and actually forget it, because it may take longer for you, like it does with me. these are all my tips and tricks how to shop less. I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments below what you do to shop less and if any of this helped you. And remember to watch Rika's video on Little Kokoro. I will link it below, as I said. And yeah, like this video and subscribe to my channel for more low-buy and decluttering content, and also the odd food video sprinkled in. I'm doing a series about best places to eat at in London. That's really fun. So yeah, definitely tune back in next time and I'll see you again. Thanks for watching again. Bye guys!